Humble beginnings, bright future. Radio Shack's early success. Radio Shack started in 1921, a time when the world was on the cusp of technological transformation. Two brothers, Theodore and Milton Deutschman, opened a small store in Boston. They were driven by a shared passion for radio technology and a vision to make it accessible to the masses. They called it Radio Shack. The name came from the wooden structures on ships that housed radio equipment, a nod to the maritime origins of radio communication. The brothers saw a growing market for amateur radio enthusiasts. These hobbyists were eager to explore the new frontier of wireless communication. They wanted to provide them with parts and supplies. The store quickly became a hub for those passionate about building and experimenting with radios. Radio Shack's early years were marked by a focus on hobbyists and tinkerers. The store was a haven for those who loved to tinker and create. The company offered a wide range of electronic components. Shelves were lined with everything an amateur radio enthusiast could dream of. They sold everything from resistors and capacitors to vacuum tubes and antennas. This extensive inventory made Radio Shack a one-stop shop for all things electronic. This catered to the DIY spirit of the time. People were excited about the possibilities of building their own radios and other electronic devices. People were eager to build their own radios and electronic gadgets. Home workshops became common, filled with tools and components from Radio Shack. Radio Shack's catalog became legendary. It was more than just a list of products, it was a source of inspiration and knowledge for electronics enthusiasts. It was a treasure trove for electronics enthusiasts. Each page was filled with detailed descriptions and diagrams, sparking the imagination of readers. The catalog allowed people to order parts and kits by mail. This was a game changer, making Radio Shack's products accessible to people far beyond Boston. This expanded Radio Shack's reach far beyond its physical stores. Customers from all over the country could now access their extensive inventory. This move proved to be a masterstroke. The mail-order business flourished, contributing significantly to Radio Shack's early success. As technology evolved, so too did Radio Shack. The company was quick to adapt to new trends and innovations in the electronics industry. The company embraced the transistor radio boom in the 1950s. This new technology revolutionized the way people listened to music and news. They began selling these popular devices alongside their existing product lines. Transistor radios became a staple in households across America. This adaptability would serve them well in the years to come. Radio Shack's ability to evolve with the times ensured its place in the annals of retail history. Reaching the summit. Radio Shack's dominance in electronics. The 1970s and 1980s were Radio Shack's golden age. During these decades, the company experienced unprecedented growth and success, becoming a household name in the world of consumer electronics. The company became synonymous with consumer electronics. They were everywhere. From small towns to big cities, Radio Shack stores were a common sight, making it easy for customers to access the latest in technology. Shopping malls across America featured the familiar storefront. These stores became a go-to destination for tech enthusiasts and everyday consumers alike, offering a wide range of products that catered to various needs and interests. Inside, customers could find everything from batteries and calculators to stereos and televisions. The variety of products available made Radio Shack a one-stop shop for all things electronic, attracting a diverse customer base. Radio Shack's success was driven by several factors. Their knowledgeable staff provided excellent customer service, helping shoppers find exactly what they needed and offering advice on the latest gadgets and technologies. They had a vast selection of products. Their prices were competitive. This combination of variety and affordability made Radio Shack a popular choice for consumers looking to get the best value for their money. And their stores were conveniently located. With thousands of locations across the country, it was easy for customers to find a Radio Shack nearby, whether they were in a bustling city or a quiet suburb. The company also benefited from the rise of personal electronics. As technology advanced, more and more people were looking to purchase items like personal computers, CB radios, and other innovative gadgets. Products like the CB radio and the personal computer fueled Radio Shack's growth. These items became incredibly popular, and Radio Shack was at the forefront of this technological revolution, offering the latest and greatest products to their customers. One of Radio Shack's most significant innovations was the TRS-80. This groundbreaking product helped to solidify the company's reputation as a leader in the tech industry. Launched in 1977, the TRS-80 was one of the first mass-produced personal computers. It was a game-changer, making computing accessible to the average consumer and paving the way for the personal computer revolution. It was a huge success. The TRS-80 quickly became a popular choice for both home and educational use, demonstrating the growing demand for personal computing technology. The TRS-80 brought computing into homes and schools. This accessibility helped to foster a new generation of tech-savvy individuals who would go on to shape the future of the industry. It cemented Radio Shack's position as a technology leader. The success of the TRS-80 demonstrated the company's ability to innovate and stay ahead of the curve in a rapidly changing market. During this period, Radio Shack was a cultural touchstone. The brand became an integral part of American life, with its stores serving as a hub for tech enthusiasts and curious consumers alike. The company's advertising was ubiquitous. Radio Shack's marketing efforts were extensive, ensuring that their brand was always top of mind for consumers. It featured in popular magazines and on primetime television. These advertisements helped to build and maintain the company's image as a leader in the electronics industry. Radio Shack became synonymous with innovation, affordability, and accessibility. The company's ability to adapt to changing consumer needs and technological advancements ensured its place in the annals of retail history. Missteps and missed opportunities, the seeds of Radio Shack's decline. Despite its success, cracks began to appear in Radio Shack's facade in the late 1980s and early 1990s. The company, once a pioneer in the electronics retail space, started to show signs of vulnerability. The company made a series of strategic errors. These errors were not just minor missteps but significant blunders that would have long-lasting impacts. These missteps would ultimately contribute to its downfall. The decline was not sudden but a gradual erosion of its market position. One of the most significant mistakes was Radio Shack's failure to adapt to the rise of big-box electronics retailers. These new competitors were not just another player in the market, they were game changers. Stores like Best Buy and Circuit City emerged in the 1980s. They revolutionized the way consumers shopped for electronics. They offered a wider selection of products. This variety was something Radio Shack could not match with its limited inventory. They also provided a more modern shopping experience. Bright, spacious stores with well-organized aisles became the new standard. Radio Shack, with its cramped stores and outdated layout, struggled to compete. The shopping experience at Radio Shack felt increasingly antiquated. Another misstep was Radio Shack's reluctance to embrace the internet. As the digital age dawned, the company remained stuck in its old ways. The company was slow to establish an online presence. This delay cost them dearly as more consumers began to shop online. This left them vulnerable to competitors like Amazon. Amazon's user-friendly interface and vast product range quickly attracted a loyal customer base. Amazon was rapidly gaining market share in the burgeoning e-commerce market. Their efficient logistics and customer service set new benchmarks. Internally, Radio Shack's management structure became bloated and inefficient. Layers of bureaucracy stifled innovation and quick decision-making. The company was slow to innovate. While the tech world was evolving at a breakneck pace, Radio Shack remained stagnant. They were resistant to change. This resistance created a culture of complacency and fear of taking risks. This made it difficult for them to keep pace with the rapidly evolving consumer electronics market. As competitors continued to innovate and grow, Radio Shack found itself falling further behind, unable to reclaim its former glory. Make sure to subscribe for more new company content.